Hey, okay, so let's talk some basic things to help you get 3 to 6 friends this month. First of all, we know that we help people get started when we send messages. People don't just come to us. Yes, occasionally that happens, but generally speaking, that doesn't happen. That's not the case. It's you reaching out to them, you following up with them. The fortune is in the follow-up. I know that people say that. I know it sounds cliche. I know you've heard it before, but it's really true. And something to think about is they're not thinking about Plexus the way you are. Okay, so they're thinking about everything else they got to do. They're thinking about getting their children to the soccer game and then feeding them dinner afterwards, and then when they're going to go grocery shopping that week. Like, that's what they're thinking about. They're not thinking about how Plexus is going to help them. It's your job to remind them that they can keep going on, keep doing the things on their checklist and feel better with these products. So, let me just preface by saying that. And then second of all, something to think about too, is the amount of messages that you're sending. So I've heard it said over and over again, and it is so true. If you do not have a full inbox by the end of the day, then you do not have a business. And so this isn't to say like, oh my goodness, I've got to be reading all these messages and replying to them as soon as they come in. No. Set aside 20 minutes at the end of the day, reply to all the messages, and that's that. And then, the next morning, do the same thing. And then so I have three different times that I respond to messages: morning, afternoon, and evening. If there's someone who's like asking me like a question, who's like maybe ready to move forward, and I have a minute, then I'll reply. And let's just be honest, if I'm going to the bathroom, I'm replying to messages. So like, I'm using every opportunity and trying to be as productive as possible. So that's another just thing to think about. So ways to message people and get in their inbox is the birthdays. Just ask people, so did you have a good birthday? Like, I do this after their birthdays. I don't do it on their birthdays because people are like, at least I am like this. Like, I don't want to be messaging people on my birthday. Like, it's just so much. You already get text messages from your family and everything, and it's really nice, but it stresses me out. And so I'm like, I don't do that. I do it the next day, and then it gives me something to talk to them about. So I'm like, hey, how was your birthday? Like, what did you guys do to celebrate? And, usually it's like they go out to eat. And I'm like, where'd you go out to eat? Is it your favorite restaurant? And then it generates a conversation. And sometimes I just let the conversation fizzle out, depending on how well I know them and depending on where the conversation goes. You just let it flow naturally. Okay. Don't like talk about like a restaurant and then be like, have you ever heard Plexus before? Like, no, just let it flow naturally. And then another thing to do, and I just heard this from a diamond, is she was giving away an Amazon gift card, for everyone who messaged her on her Instagram stories. So she posted a story like, send me like the words happy Monday, or send me, whatever, something quick and easy that they can just easily type it out, like one word or 2 words, and send. And then you get entered to win an Amazon gift card by the end of the day. And so that generates a lot of messages, and it allows them to see your stuff. It helps the algorithm. Let's put it that way. And then you can continue on and say like, happy Monday. Like, I'm just over here sipping on my pink drink and, got X, Y, and Z planned today. How about you? And just start a conversation with them. Again, I know that sometimes it can be overwhelming to be messaging so many people, especially if you're not used to it, but set aside 20 minutes or 10 minutes in the morning. Like, set the timer on your phone, reply to as many messages as you can, and then move on. Like, you don't need to sit there and go back and forth. Like, just let it ring on, let it sit on your phone for a little bit. It's okay. Excuse me. And then, but the more people that you reach, the faster you reach your goals. So I once heard it put to me this way, that if you had like 100 treasure chests in front of you and the 51st one had gold in it, how fast would you open up the first 50 treasure chests to get to the 51st? You would be ripping through them. So that's kind of how it is with just reaching out to people. Like, God knows who needs these products. He does. Like, I needed them, and he knew that I needed them, and he put me in the right place at the right time and generated enough interest for me to even take a look. And so I just think about to myself, like, how I was when I first started. think about that yourself too. Like if you're getting people who are like slow to start, were you slow to start? You can relate, right? Like you can understand. So just like keep that in mind too. And so just focus on messaging people, trying to think of more ways to draw up more ways to message people. Okay. Like ask intriguing questions on Facebook, ask for advice. People love to give advice. People love to give recommendations. Do that. And then one thing that I'm doing too is I'm going through my back office and I'm talking to current VIPs and everyone who has not ordered yet. I am messaging them. So today I messaged them and I just said something like, hey, Sarah, I wanted to let you know I found a loophole and I figured out a way that you can get 3 months of free shipping on your Plexus products. Do you want the details? And literally every single person that has replied so far has said, yes, please tell me. And so I just let them know, like, so basically you cancel out your current account and you're not losing anything because perks points are retiring. Okay. So like they haven't even gained any perks points in the last few months. So unless they have like perks points, which none of mine do, like then they would be losing something. But if not, then you can reach out to them. So I would look back at that first and make sure they don't have any perks points and make sure they haven't already ordered for the month. So if they've already ordered for the month, it won't really matter. And they could do it next month. But right now I'm focusing on the people who haven't ordered. And so, or their subscription hasn't run. So I'm like, hey, if you start a new account, you get 3 months of free shipping. Just use a different email address. And then I'm covering their membership costs. I'm going to create voucher codes and give it to them because you get a business building bonus the next day. So you're going to get more, you're going to get that doubled back to you. Okay. Cause if it's a 100 PV order, then you're going to get like around like $23, $24, depending on the PV or the amount. And so as long as like it's 100 PV or which it has to be in order for them to get the free shipping, and then, you know, you can use that towards paying for, their membership fee. That way they're not losing out. And I don't really feel as bad like asking them to do that because honestly, they're benefiting. They're getting free shipping for 3 months and they're getting a free membership. So like they don't have to pay for that. So I think that evens it out. And then you get an extra person towards Icon, an extra sign up towards the trip, an extra sign up for Lululemon, and you get the business building bonus. Your points are going to remain the same. So your points aren't going to change, but this is actually really good for people who haven't ordered either. So one of my team members had the idea today of just messaging everyone who hasn't ordered and just being like, hey, just want to let you know, like, if you want to jump back in and start feeling better for the holidays, like you can get free shipping, like all through the next 3 months. So like, that's amazing. So, that's another idea too. And then when next month hits, like at the end of this month, I'm going to go back through and all the people who were on like the first through the first few days of, sorry, I keep getting notification on my phone. It's throwing me off. The people who ordered on the first 3 days, those are the people who I'm going to reach out to and ask them if they want to do the free shipping. So that's an idea too. But that wouldn't be till next month. But right now you want to focus on the people who haven't ordered yet and get them reset. So, that's just something to think about, and just keep an eye on when their order is going out. Okay. Because if it's going to go out like tomorrow, you need to like talk to them right now. So, yeah, so that's another idea. And then another idea would be to just host an info event, like host a free info event. If you have a bunch of people who have been expressing interest and are just kind of sitting on the fence and just not ready yet, like just host a Zoom event, like go all out, do a Zoom event, like, or have them over to your house or just do a chat event. Whatever you want to do, like just host a simple event, just like it will take 20 minutes, invite people to it. That's a great thing to do as well. And then in addition to that, another thing that you can consider doing is, what was I going to say? Inviting them to the event and inviting them to one of the Plexus calls. That's always a good thing to do too. Our team is also running an event on October 16th. That's a great thing to invite to as well. And that's the glow up before the holidays. So just advertising for that. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Do a free challenge. So do like a little challenge. So one of my team members had a great idea of doing a heroic, I think it's called a heroic minute challenge, where you wake up the first time your alarm goes off. And if you like struggle to get out of bed, like just challenging yourself to get up as soon as your alarm goes off. For me, I'm doing a sugar detox challenge right now with my health coaching business. And so I'm going to be talking to everyone who's in there who doesn't already have the products, like talking to them about how it could help them with their goals, that why they started this challenge in the first place. So that's the thing. If you want to do like just a simple like anti-inflammatory challenge, just like avoiding foods that cause inflammation for a few days, or like a water challenge, just drinking a certain amount of water each day. And everyone who wants to do that challenge, ask them, why do you want to do this challenge? So why are you here? Let me know. Like, I want to know. And then from there, you give them free value. Okay. So if, for instance, if they're like, I just want to have more energy. Like, I'm so tired all the time. And I feel like if I do this X, Y, and Z, I'll have more energy. And then you can give them a simple tip, like a free tip to share with them of how this would help them have more energy. And then you can ask them, like, do you want more help with that? Because I would love to help you. And then you really don't even have to offer the free value, because the value is already being given in the challenge that you're doing, but you can go that extra mile to help them. But it just shows that you care, and it builds that trust with them. And as soon as you can get someone to tell you their problem, they are more likely to take your word for it when you give them advice and tell them how to fix that problem. So, you want them to tell you their problem. What's their pain point? Okay. And then ask them, can I help you more with that? Like, is there something else I can do to help you with that? Like, can I share this with you? And then share a story, share a testimonial from the page. And then when you go back and follow up with people, you either invite them to an event, you share the testimonial. If you haven't shared a testimonial yet, just send it to them. Just be like, hey, I saw this on this page and it made me think of you, and I just wanted to share it with you. I hope that's okay. Or you can ask if you feel more comfortable doing that, however aggressive you want to be. But those are all ways that you can get in front of people, continue following up. Like, this is how you do your business. You're helping people one by one by one. Okay. Like, you're not opening up a clinic. Like, that's not how this works. You have to work one by one. And the faster you work one by one and find the ones is by getting in front of more people. Okay. So, and if you want to get in front of more people, join more Facebook groups. Join, like, if you like chickens, like, find a Facebook group about chickens, like, find a Facebook group about sourdough, like, all the things. If you like getting good deals on things, like Mom's Good Deals Club or whatever, like, there's tons of groups out there that are full of value, full of people who are like-minded. Just comment on them, get to know people, and make some more friends. Be adding 3 friends on Facebook every single day. If you have 5 or more mutual friends, add them. Like, that's what I've been doing. And I've been connecting with people that accept my friend requests. I'm like, hey, thanks so much for connecting with me. Like, I am Kayla. I'm a mom of 5. Like, I'd love to hear, like, how are you doing? Like, where are you at in life? Do you have kids? All that stuff. So, just getting to know people and being there for them. And if you have vendor events in the area, that's another idea. But we're talking this month, like, we want to get you that 6 people to get you the Lululemon gift card, and you're getting a ton of points. That's like 300 credits towards the trip, which is great. So, and it might even include a rank up. You never know. And if you're in that stage and you just need 6 more people, and you're ranking up, then that's more credits. Okay. And a bonus for ranking up. So it's worth it. So, just keep going. Don't give up. Okay. You've got this. And hopefully this was a little bit helpful.